Cleveland Browns. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the...
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Rob Gronkowski, he's the cowbell of this offense.
So good that you just can't call him a tight end. You call him a special receiver. Can often line up on the backside of a formation and be the primary target. And no one has more fun in this league than Gronk.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Carl Nassib, the rookie from Penn State, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalposts, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. Brady gives now to Blount, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Joe Hayden is a complete cornerback. He tackles, he covers, and does everything with incredible speed.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Griffin going to give to Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Rob Ninkovich is one of those great gems that got polished up over time. Whether he's rushing as a defensive end or playing outside line.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Third and long. It's Griffin. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The best name in the NFL, Barkevious Mingo. In there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Brady now on 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Taking it about the 36. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. He's got the rookie first-rounder, Corey Coleman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Fresh set of downs here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 18 on that one. And it's good enough for a Cleveland 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. I love Duke Johnson's versatility coming out of the University of Miami, and he's done nothing to dispel that. Boy, he can catch the ball.
He had 61 catches in 2015.
And didn't even play a full season due to injuries.
Yeah.
Boy, his potential, almost unlimited.
They come out here in the eye. On second down, Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brady now on first down. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now blown. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made by the rookie Emmanuel Ogbah.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it here with Blunt. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run again with Blunt. And he's got some space here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
One of the notes I had about LeGarrette Blount coming out of college, he's not going to outrun you, but he will run through you. In these situations near the goal line, made to order.
Maybe they'll turn to his big frame again. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a carry for Blount. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Third and goal, Patriots now for the one.
Tom Brady on the sneak.
To throw, it's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, Griffin. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he fields it cleanly. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Brady. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Throwing is Brady on third down. Surveying the field. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's fourth down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give them 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
The intended target was Corey Coleman. And now it's second down. Second and 10. Once again, Griffin gets it to Gordon. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And partner, nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
On first down, Griffin. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Check. Ready. 319. 319.
Second and 10 now. Griffin. And he comes back with one complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He's got his man on the crossing route. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. shift together here from the D-line. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And that makes it 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Danny Amendola on the return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. They slot Gronkowski outright. Now Brady throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The wideout Chris Hogan, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On third and long, it's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The tight end, Gary Barnidge, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So the Patriots coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On first down, Brady. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first and 10, here's Brady. Looking deep here for Dion Lewis. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
First and goal here from the 2. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Dion Lewis as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Brady now on first down. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the Pats are set up now with a first and goal. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
In the red zone this time. They come out here in the eye. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now Amendola. Oh, nice move. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25. at the 24-yard line. They'll begin here with Blunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Brady to throw on second down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. From the gun on third down, Brady. Throwing left side, it's complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Matthew Slater, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So they're going to go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Here's Murray for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Time running out here on the play clock. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Blunt, the lone running back. They go play action here on first down. Deep drop. He's going to launch this thing way down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking...
And Griffin must have seen something he didn't like. He's going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Now Griffin on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On second down, Griffin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now Brady throwing on second down. It's caught outright, Amendola. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's Blunt, and they'll lose lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's third down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 3, second down. 7 yards to go on second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
To throw is RG3. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now Griffin. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnage, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it?
Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79.
Who says you don't get better with age?
This is Crowell, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And Murray's kick is up and good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Ready to throw on 3rd and 1. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Griffin. He's going to air one out. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he'll bang that one through. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Brady to throw on second down. He's got time in the pocket. Trying to lay one up deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They slot Gronkowski outright. Throwing is Brady on third down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Now it's Griffin. And that is incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's 4th and 4. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for a fourth quarter lead. And Murray's kick is up and good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he's brought down. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. To throw, it's Brady. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Carl Nassib in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From midfield, here's Brady. Under pressure, they got him again. Carl Nassib in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. Fielded at the 20. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And just a short. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing now is Griffin. And he finds a man on a crossing route. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Another pistol look here. They go to Johnson again. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Griffin down to a knee, and that should be the final act in this game. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.